Hello YouTube, this is Justin with Messy Desk Reviews, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Star Wars Black Series Biker Scout, also known as the Scout Trooper. I really like this figure. He's been one of my favorites of the Star Wars series for a long time, pretty much as long as I can remember. Let's get into the articulation and explain more about the bike and the details and everything. Okay, let's get a closer look at this figure. You can see up here on the head, he has some beautiful paintwork done on this little mouthpiece, the bridge of the nose there, and the little vents up top. He also has a little decal on the side of his visor there. Coming around the back, he has plenty of detail. The head can go 360. He can look down extremely far and look up, which really helps when you're trying to pose him on the bike. His arm can only go up that high because it's limited by the shoulder armor right there, but it can go forward 360. He's got a double jointed elbow, which works very well. He also has kind of a hidden pivot at the bicep there. Moving down to the hand, you can pivot all the way around, and the wrist will rock up and down. He has a little bit of an ab crunch right here, but with the little pouches, it doesn't really move very far. But you can bend him back that far, which also helps with posing on the speeder bike. The legs have a swivel at the thigh, double jointed knees. You can kick back that far, and you can kick forward about that far, and a swivel just below the knee. Moving down to the feet, his toe can point down that far, point up that far, and can kind of pivot around like that. Okay, moving on to some of the details of this figure. You can kind of see all through the chest he's been like dry brushed with a kind of dirt color to really highlight all the textures. On the backpack here, you can see that they've done some panel lining and other little markings on the back, especially on his belt right here. All this gray and black spots here are all painted on. Moving down to the knees, he's got the same treatment with the kind of dry brushing there. And on the boots, they did a very good job. As far as accessories go for this figure, all he comes with is this little pistol that doesn't really fit well in his hand. It's kind of a fight to get it in there. If you can see it, it definitely looks too small for his hand. But once it's in there, he won't really drop it or anything, so you don't got to worry about that. And that's pretty much it for the figure. So let's move on to the speeder bike. Okay, onto the speeder bike. I love it. They did an excellent job at detail here. They gave you a base that has 3 different sizes, so you can pose them up high, or just pop it out on the bottom. You can set it real low, choose whatever height you wanted to set it at. But let's start looking at this speeder bike. They did a fantastic job on all the details on this thing. Every inch is covered with detail and little dry brushing, like metallic parts to make it look like it's worn. And it feels really good in the hand too. Like all this brown on the front here is like a flexible rubbery plastic. The same with the cowling here and here and on the back. So it doesn't feel cheap and light. It actually has some heft to it. Like I said, I love all the detailing back here on the packs. They did a fantastic job on that. And these like boost deflectors, all detailed and dry brushed. You can even see the little thrusters down in there. I have no complaints about this at all. Pivot the little cannon down there. This thing is fantastic. They did an excellent job at bringing something on screen to life. You know, you can have it, you can hold it, you can play with it. It's fantastic. So let's do a quick size comparison with them. Okay, here's the Scout Trooper next to his speeder bike. He stands about 6 inches tall, so that'll give you a little bit of reference to how tall that stand is for a speeder bike. And here's the Mezco Batman, which I love, is also fantastically detailed. So yeah, I really enjoyed this figure. My only real complaints about him is that he's really hard to stand because his legs are kind of molded to sit on the speeder bike. He's not really meant to stand by himself. I kind of had a lot of trouble trying to stand him up. But I had a lot of trouble trying to stand him up on his own. But honestly, if you're going to buy this, you're going to pose him on his speeder bike. I mean, that thing's fantastic. Like I said, it's packed with detail. If you guys are thinking about picking up this figure, I highly recommend it. Like I said, it's the Star Wars Black Series. And especially with the new movie coming out, I saw that they have a kind of black speeder bike with a black Scout Trooper on it. It looks pretty cool. I'll definitely be getting that when it comes out as well. But yeah, if you guys like the video, please subscribe, comment, like. You know, let us know what you'd like to see. As you can see, we have multiple figures that we use for size comparisons that we can review. So if you'd like to see some of those in a future video, just let us know. Alright, I'll see you guys next review. Later.